Hello again, Anna here from Spiritual Being, and today I would like to talk with you about channeling habits. Things that will happen that you will notice when you start channeling with your spirit guides. So I am a house healer. I clear paranormal energies from people's homes and their energy fields, and I work as a psychic development teacher. So I have lots of experience dealing with spiritual, paranormal, house healing, and just energy in general. And if you've watched a few of my videos, you will know that I have some rather unusual and probably sometimes annoying habits to watch. So what are spiritual channeling habits? When we tune into our spirit guides, God source creator energy, tuning into the Akashic Records, our physical body and our emotions and our mental state is going to experience a heightened state. What are some of the things that you may notice when you start doing this channeling work? Because for everyone, we're all going to have different signs and symptoms that come with our channeling habits. But they're good little things to notice, so it helps you actually go, oh, that's not me. That's my spirit guides talking to me. Because sometimes we doubt our abilities, we doubt our connection. So some of the things that you might notice physically are rapid eye movements, looking up, looking down, looking sideways, random gestures, hand movements. I used to close my eyes a lot when I was talking on videos because you are downloading that information from your spiritual support network. So you are allowing energy into your energy field, your energy body, and your physical body. So you're going to notice these changes. So eye movements are a specific one. You may find too that you stare off into space. You may be talking to someone in mid-conversation. You find yourself just zoning out and just staring off into space, and the person's looking at you like you're nuts. You're not. You're just tuning into information coming in, and management's just saying to me, there's no defined time when you get your spiritual information. They can drop it on you at any time. I've been in the shower, I've been driving, and I've had these revelations of information that I've needed. And I'm like, okay, guys, this really isn't practical. I can't write down what you're saying. So I do my best to remember it. So eye movements, staring off into space. Sometimes you can experience headaches, sudden headaches, especially in this third eye region. When you're opening up, that third eye region is your connection to universal energy, as is the crown chakra. But the third eye is where you're going to see little movies, hear information, see words. It's like a little movie screen. It's where it's a blank screen, a blank area where they're able to chime in and give you your information in a way that you can receive it with your physical senses. Sometimes you start talking with your hands. It helps the information flow. So if you find you start gesturing, if it's an appropriate place that you can do it, allow yourself to do it. Because movement might be one of the ways that you get your channeling habits. It's one of the habits that you will develop. And we have to become comfortable with these habits and just allow them to happen. Do your best in some places, because when you're in meetings and when you're in other places where it may be inappropriate or you feel doubtful or embarrassed, just try and tone them down, tone them down and just still channel that information, but you might just have to just calm them sometimes. But I just like to let them flow. People can see that you're in a different state, that you are downloading. Okay, thank you, management. There's more acceptance now around people downloading information. Talking to your spirit guides, angels, archangels, God, him or herself, is now quite accepted. That people can channel and not be feeling that it's taboo or that they're going to be burned at the stake or that they're witches or that they're going to be outcasts. which is how a lot of people feel when they start doing their channeling. Oh, people are going to judge me. They're going to think I'm nuts. They're going to think I'm crazy. You're not crazy. You are tuning into your spiritual support network. Just as you have a physical network around you of friends, family, support workers, carers, whoever you have around you that you talk to, you also have these guys and gals up there that are wanting to help you and give you information. So when you start getting these channeling habits, just have a little giggle and just go with them. Allow yourself to use your hands. Allow yourself to watch your eye movements, see where you go, what you're doing, and what your habits become. You may find that you use physical methods such as drawing. I've been watching a young man on television who is a very famous channeler, a medium, and he takes with him everywhere a book and he draws. His connection to the spiritual world, as I'm doing the movements with my hands now, is that he does these doodles. He just does these random movements and he allows himself to do that. He doesn't worry about what other people are thinking. That is his connection point. And I've been studying him and watching how he works. Is that doodling, writing words, key phrases, drawing symbols is something that really works for him, and they're part of his channeling habits. Something that I quite often will experience is a change in body temperature. Now, it's quite cool here today where I am, and suddenly I will get this hot flush of energy. It'll only last for 3 or 4 seconds. So changes in body temperature can be a sign for some people. If it's not medical, it can be your spiritual support network connecting with you, showing you some of your channeling signs. So quite often I'll say to people, carry around pen, paper, you'll always have your phone with you. Have some sort of writing tools with you. You feel like you're just getting information just coming into your head. Write it down. You're not going to remember it. You're not going to remember the fine detail that they give it in, and they often don't repeat it. Spiritual channeling is a one-off. You either write it down there and then, or you're going to lose some of it. So some of the other things that you may experience is you may start talking really fast and you'll get your information will come through in the words that you're saying. Quite often when I work with my coaching clients, within my rambling and talking, the messages would just fall out of my mouth because my pace of speech will speed up. And sometimes if you've watched my videos, you'll know when there's other beings around because my motor skills will change. I might slur my words, or I bite my lip, or I bite my mouth, or I just find that my speech is just not working. For me, that's lower vibrational beings. That generally doesn't happen with the guides, angels, archangels, but it's just an awareness. It's a good body dowsing tool that you can be aware of to know these channeling habits for higher vibrational beings, or when you're out and all of a sudden your body changes and you feel unwell in the mind and you feel a bit upset in the stomach, or you feel like you want to throw up. That's a big one when there's dark energy around you. Or you get headaches, or you're hearing nasty voices in your head. When these negative channeling habits are showing up, that's a sign of lower vibrational beings. So you just note it up there. Don't pay them any attention. Hopefully they'll just move on. So what are some of the mental and emotional signs that you will find? Is that sometimes you will just randomly burst into tears. I've had people say to me, I was just driving past this mountain and all of a sudden I just burst into tears. That can be a sign of you picking up energy that is around you. That's body dowsing. So these channeling habits are part of your body's receptive system to energy, whether it's in this reality, higher vibrational beings, lower vibrational beings. But it's all about using your awareness to discern and get to know what your signs are. Because whether you believe in this channeling stuff, whether you're going, yeah, I love this, or you're rolling your eyes and going, it's a whole heap of rubbish, you all do it anyway, whether you realize you're doing it or not. So start being aware of what your unique signs are when you are channeling with your spiritual support network. So sometimes you can find that you have delayed memory. So you'll be doing something at work and all of a sudden you just lose the plot. It's just like total blank. If it's not a medical condition, that it can be your spiritual channeling habits tuning in. Some people go blank before their information comes in. And I mean, the blankness can be 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds. Like, it's not a long period of time, but it's long enough for you to go, whoa, something just changed. So then you can get your notepad ready, get your iPad out, get your phone ready, just to jot down some of the notes about the information that comes. Because when you are receptive to receiving the information, that's when your guides are going to give it to you. So you can't get to sleep. So when you start doing a lot of channeling work, you have to learn how to relax when you go to bed. Because channeling opens this doorway that I've talked about with your third eye chakra. Sometimes it can be difficult to shut down, especially if you're excited, enthused, really want to do a lot of this work. So if you find you can't get to sleep and you've written down a few things that have come to you, just say to yourself, now don't laugh, I do this all the time. I say to myself, I need to go to sleep now. Saying the words out loud, and within like 5 minutes, I'm zonked out and I've gone to sleep. So I just lie there, and I might even say it a couple of times to help me center and focus and go, you know what, it's the end of the day. I need to go to sleep now. So I hope you have found some interesting ideas, tips, things to be aware of as your channeling habits when you start working with your higher vibrational beings. Write down in the comments, what do you experience when you do your channeling? Because I would love to know if there's some things out there that people are experiencing that I haven't included in today's video. If you like what I do, please feel free to subscribe, share with other people. The more this type of information gets shared around, the more relaxed people become about doing this sort of channeling work and just becoming comfortable with psychic development, spirituality, because really it's all meant to be fun and we're all meant to have a good time with it. It's not meant to be hard and arduous like we do make it sometimes. So just relax, have fun with this, write down what your channeling habits are, explore them, be aware of them, and leave me a little message in the comments. I'd love to hear what you experience. So thank you for joining me today, and I've really loved talking with you, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.